Yep.
Mavericks give up the least point.
By the Mavericks, and off we go. Here we go with Luka. Addison against Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. Double team on Luka that time. 100% for Bullock, but it goes north. Here's the time. It's against Tatum. Boston saw a 9-game losing win. Luka to answer, which he
playing Boston.
Jason Tatum, 30 points a game. One big guy, Maxi Kleber, is mid.
Look at their bench.
Luka over Al Horford. Finney Smith around him.
Been this great offensive team.
To characterize how good over 16 a game.
Oh, there's pressure on your defense.
At 39. Luka over, gave the ball up. Tatum, nice hand.
Drive to the bucket.
He was questioned.
Because there are a lot of on your offense.
Luka, tough shot over. Smart working in the paint, fading over Reggie.
Big time for him.
Then in a switch, it's Luka against Al Horford.
And one.
Like the only two teams they've lost to this year. Euro stepping. Dinwiddie kicks it out. Bullock lowers his shoulder into the defender. Well, we talked to 2-3 so far.
Good challenge.
Oh, running the.
When it comes to a close. When most people started.
Dynamite three-point shooter. Jaylen
makes a lot of difficult shots.
He sidesteps a closeout, faced off the three-point line, and then out of the timeout at 5:54. But Dallas visits the Raptors. Marcus Smart of the play. It's 4-on-5 into the game. Second defender comes over all the way to the hole.
Establish this duo.
Yes. Area. Green receives the
to those 50-50 balls.
But the energy. Malcolm Brogdon off the ball. Brogdon's at 41% this year. Finally that basket by this game. Down right now by 12. Catch and shoot for Grant Williams. Excellent. He stepped around and stole it. And Green takes her. Drive by Hardaway against Derek White.
Bucket to go.
Brogdon off. Big screen to Dorian Finney-Smith. The biggest deficit. They've Jaylen Brown. Luka with 13 by 11. At 22 on Sunday. Just driving this time after making two outside. Brogdon with the drive, leaves it to Jaylen Brown.
And recognize the things that they have. He was a civil rights leader at the time. So
he dealt with.
He'll be remembered for a lot of paid the price for a lot of
a lifetime of. The man stood for what was right.
Has to change. Great three-point shooter.
40% from the arc. And so Derek White. Now
great.
Not all just dictated by pace. They're seeing him against Bertans around.
Talking about another wide open three. They're incredible.
Boston's drove it. They've gone to the.
I'm going to ask you what kind of looks.
Team that leads the NBA in defense. So the Celtics is what's being replicated tonight.
Because they've 5 for 15.
It's Josh Green. Again, Derek White. This time. Caught inside by.
Getting to the lane.
And there he is. Challenge. Arnold's on offense. Drive.
This game up.
Two baskets in the game. Marcus Smart.
Move towards.
Late clock situation. Flings it. 7 of the last. Size advantage. Hook shot. He and Dinwiddie are the players that have provided. Bullock driving it and pass. Horford, good hands.
By Boston.
Drive on Jaylen Brown by Dinwiddie. And
to go in there.
Crossover. Tatum down.
Yeah. Somewhat.
Still. And then you've got the two ball handlers, Luka and Brogdon. A nice pass off the bounce. Defender. He missed the transition.
Switch.
It's right back to a 20-point game. Down. Oh, yep, that's very true. 15 in the first. Mavericks have not scored 7. Mavs missed you. Tatum, with the second seed, they swept Brooklyn.
They're probably talking about Luka.
Did it amongst the best 5 players in the league last 2 guys, and of course Brown as well.
Produced in this first half.
Tried there by Brogdon. He flung it out the hook. In the paint, Lucas. There is some heavy taken out here for the last minute by for Brown. Right now he's defending Luka. TD Garden whenever he scores everything. Smart snaps it over. Pull up 3 to beat the buzzer. Put themselves in position to do that. They have
comes to assists.
On both ends of the floor. They were 16 of 23 on their. Under the defense, Tatum. These two teams will play in Dallas, right? Keep that number intact of his own missed scores. A burst by Dinwiddie and McGee in the second.
Not work for Dallas.
Kick out Finney Smith, extra pass. 12 for Spencer Dinwiddie. Of his third a moment ago. 6. So he's right on the cusp.
A lot of markets going on. That was quick down again.
A lot of that is based on 2 points for the Celtics. And kind of interesting. The previous game against New Orleans, he was 7 of 8. Brown, Bullock went down. He said it's special to play at the Garden.
Stops together.
Yes. You can't make the sweet potatoes and mac and cheese. I mean, there's so much work to do. Step back jack, 27 for Jason Tatum. Wide open.
We convert the nut.
There's Dorian Finney-Smith, very late. A spot occupied pretty early in the sideline and near midcourt. Double on Luka. He's a point away from that. Luka using his controlled closeout, that is. A forcing pass. This time it was Marcus Smart, and Luka scored in the third quarter. In for Derek White. Drive Brown, and on Wood since.
That's because Tatum is taking. I mean, somebody needs to step up and do that.
Wood going after a rebound, and
it's just not been kind to them.
Away from him on opening night in Phoenix. Here is Hardaway runs. Numbers developing here.
Score
from St. Louis. And
what Boston want to be.
Inside, kick out Green. And 3-point percentage.
Gordon, nice attack.
And score.
Got to get some stops. Oh, I just told Darrell Armstrong to go pick up.
Big back down by Luka overpass. As Hardaway gets a rhythm trip. Back in the hands of Brogdon. 3 years in Milwaukee, 3 years in Indy. Luka, on the dance. Wood running the floor, and Luka finds. There's a drive. Effectiveness everywhere he's been. Fires the ball outside to Finney-Smith. Up it. Is out, White into the defense. Back to Brogdon. Tatum flips it over to the corner. Here in the league. Drive, Jason working against Josh Green. Forced it. Brogdon, pitch out to Smart. Up the base.
Such a crafty
foul last time. Now Mouse in the house. Drive, Jason Tatum. And Hardaway back to Wood. Wood's wide open.
Efficient night.
Williams drives. And another. Williams on a drop. Williams averages 10 a game.
At the rim.
Up on Jason Tatum.
Good deep. Knowing that the defense.
Missed a moment ago. This time field goal percentage. Then play clock. Sidesteps a closeout. 2 out of 3 falls. Here is Tatum. Wow, maneuvering up. Say wow. And Jay's ball right now, and it's give and go involving.
There are a lot of defenses.
He's going to be in. Here's Tatum late in the shot clock. Flings some threes tonight. Here's a 3. A half quarter to play.
Because I didn't think Boston could continue.
That attempts. Drive, score. Josh Green. 2016. Jason, second half. Inside, good ball handler, maintained the dribble. Tatum with a step back over Bullock.
Just hang around.
See that psychological advantage in Bullock's hands on the move. Some distance beyond the 3-point.
Nice pass.
Down the lane.
Very interesting.
He moves it on to Horford. Horford in Oklahoma City. Here. Luka rolling. Christian. A lot. The off guard, unfortunately, didn't finish off the 3-point. It's Boston by 12 points. Scored 35 or more. 6. A quick. A Luka 3 over Mark. 1:45 left. It's over for Jason Tatum with 37. Peyton Pritchard for 3. A couple of weeks of the season since the first half. Theo Pinson with it. And they will improve upon that. Trip for Dallas. Bertans came tonight. And Celtics ran out the clock with a 125. To put themselves in position to do that, they had
15-5 when it comes to assists.
Simple in terms of elevating their play on both ends of the floor. 3rd in 3-point percentage. It was Dorian Finney-Smith very late. That #1 spot was a spot occupied pretty early in the retrieve. A loose ball near the sideline and near midcourt. Double on Luke. Tatum's averaging 30. He's a point away from that. He's taken some threes tonight. Into the basket.
Got to go now.
Here's a three.
Game.
With a half quarter to play.
Oh. Because I didn't think Boston could continue.
Above me for a moment. Luka rolling. Christian. Fourth quarters this year, at least trailed a lot. The off, and he certainly has helped in that regard. Unfortunately, didn't finish on the three-point. Advantage Boston by a dozen points. Christian Wood with free throws. With 1:45 left. Bounds in 9 assists. And the game is over for Jason Tatum with 37. Here's a shooting 41% on threes. Of 18 tonight.
Oh, good.
Bertans talk. A game tonight. And Celtics ran out the clock, improving to 14-4 with a 125.